We can quibble about whether or not his leftist bona fides were actually legitimate, but now he's just a full-on right-winger who gets into fights on Twitter with leftists and can't stop talking about MSNBC. But he goes on Fox News on the regular, and I'm, of course, talking about Glenn Greenwald. Now, there is nothing more perfect in terms of an encapsulation of what has become of him than this clip that I'm about to show you right now. Or Bradley is. I give you credit, Bradley. You're working the computer. It's not me.
Trey, thank you. And joining me now is Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist Glenn Greenwald. Glenn, we've heard a lot over the last year, just since Biden became president, of the rules-based international order. And the rules-based international order would keep the emerging nations in the world and those that were developed together to avoid unnecessary chaos. How are the rules-based international order folks thinking tonight, do you think?
Well, obviously, it calls into question the entire system on which you rely to avoid catastrophic wars. The idea, though, that simply abstract ideas of a rules-based international order can prevent countries from going to war when they perceive it in their need and their necessity to do so has always been a fantasy. Glenn, the way that war...
Glenn, I'm sorry to interrupt you. I wouldn't do this if it weren't for the former president of the United States, Donald Trump, who's joining us now. President Trump, thank you.
Okay, Bradley, I don't know if you can do it, but can you slowly scroll when his window gets minimized? like really just I mean, again, this is a very serious day, but this made me laugh so hard. Just like slowly in slow motion scroll past it as he gets kicked off. Bye-bye. wait, no, this isn't it. Hold on, keep going. Keep going. Of course, Laura. And then it's just fake.
Sorry,
like
Glenn.
It completely disappears.
Fox News is rude. They're a rude platform. I would never do that to any of my wonderful guests. Sorry, Glenn. We need to cut you off. President. We need to cut you off so we could hear Trump call Putin a genius and say how he knew all along he was going to invade Ukraine. He told me many times, and I said, no, you don't. Don't you do that. Don't you dare do that.
I just think it's so funny because this is what he's for all of the work that he did before and all the credibility that he built up, he has become a right-wing reactionary who is at the whim of someone like Laura Ingraham, who is always going to go to the real deal. Trump calling in, and he's out of there. I mean, he serves that agenda. He's not at the forefront. He serves that. So you got to go. I mean, honestly, it's that's cathartic. That's cathartic.